Admiral's log. In the chaos of war, mistakes happen. This is a fact. In this case, the mistakes could cost us the war. In an encounter with a small Austro-Hungarian task force, one of our destroyers accidentally torpedoed the Ferrari. The battlecruiser survived, but she will take several months to repair. This is an expense I don't need right now. It also means that one of my 2 capital ships is unavailable for several months. In better news, shipyards report that the light cruisers are almost finished. Sadly, these ships were designed for a role that is essentially no longer needed: hunting destroyers. The Regina, as well as several other ships, have proven to be so effective at eliminating enemy destroyers and light cruisers that there aren't any destroyers left to hunt for these new light cruisers. This means we'll have to find some new role for them. Ideally, this new role will mean that they don't need to go back to the yards for several months, as I could really use the ships on the front line right now, but only if they can actually contribute something. Hey guys, Stealth here, and welcome back to the why do I keep saying that? Welcome back to the Italian campaign, 1940. I am still battling my old nemesis, the Austro-Hungarian Navy, but they do seem to be starting to lose more and more ships, and we're going to add to that today. Regina is once again coming to the aid of 2 transports against heavy cruiser Helgoland, light cruiser Admiral Spawn, and 3 destroyers. Let's make short work of these things and waste another 5 ships from the enemy's list. The enemy is to the east. That's where we're going to go. Green level crew. This is because I don't have the budget. I don't have the budget to be training my crews. I saved as much as possible on that to maintain my economy for as long as I can. The result is that my crew training is slipping. So my accuracy is going to go down, when before it was going up quite nicely. Slow. Just go to half speed, or sorry, full speed. That's your heavy cruiser. HE ought to do it. At least from the bow. Well, from the bow, semi-armor piercing. Perhaps. Oh, heavy hit there. It's a good opener. Wounded, slowed, and flooded. I like it. Do it again. No, that's not quite it. Give me a semi-armor piercing. Let's see what that does. %? Nope. You can already see when the ship's going to hit and when it's not. Because you just see 1 shell, maybe 2, just deviating from the rest of the spread, and you go, ah, those are the ones going to hit. Let's see if I can show you. Yep, here. These, and these are going to go miss. This one's going to hit. There. The fact that I can predict that is... well, on the one hand, it's a little stupid. On the other hand, it just goes to show that I know the game pretty well by now. Steady course. Let's see if we can predict that again, shall we? All miss. Yep. Damage to the main gun. Quit your bullshit. You cannot hit these main guns and do damage to them. Let's go again. All miss. Come on, I cannot have the Regina too badly damaged, because she is adding to my power projection. Okay, one last time, and then I'll stop this little game. Miss. Miss. All miss. That's how you can predict what sort of shell hits you can expect, or, well, not expect. Your 6-inchers are starting to annoy me. They just spam high explosive. Which is... Oh, sorry. And armor piercing, which is exactly what I would be doing in this situation. I just don't have to like it. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Hit. Ricochet. I see how it is. I see how it is. We'll get this done. Throw some shells over your shoulder. And blap the Helgoland. Because I need this thing gone. What's your speed? Normally 31. Currently, yeah, half. At this point, we should be safe from there. Yeah, they're out of gun range. That's going to hit. Partial pen. We are inside of their torpedo range, but I know the torpedoes are in a somewhat unfavorable location, so they cannot actually be used. Wait, are you closer? No, you're not. How do you have more range? Do you fire different shells? 14-kilometer range. Different propellants, possibly. Shell size standard, shell size light? Shell size heavy. Different propellant. Okay. Looks like the Admiral Spawn is coming to the aid of the Helgoland. That's nice, but it's not going to be enough. Absolutely not going to be enough, because that whole ship's on fire. And listing to starboard so badly that her secondaries are underwater. See, for all intents and purposes, my ship would be dead. But the AI ship is not. And doing turns on a dime. Come on, that'll cripple it. Okay. Now, let's see if we can despawn this thing. Range, 13.4. What's your range? 14.1. Get lucky once. Get lucky twice. And sold to the 18-inch high explosive shell. Come on. Hit. Dead. Sold to the 18-inch high explosive shell. As ordered. That was just a disastrous hit for them. Where did it hit? Forebelt. Yeah, the fire must have spread throughout the whole ship instantly. Okay, so that was nice. Then the 3 destroyers, and gotta keep the convoy safe. Regina has a reputation to upkeep, you see. Guardian of the convoys. Because I believe it's only this battlecruiser that keeps doing this duty. It's the Ferrari F1 that constantly keeps getting torpedoed. By either them or me. Turn a bit. Blow them up a bit. Okay, not yet. Steady course. End battle? Why would I want to do a thing like that? They're maneuvering, making it far more difficult to hit them. You gonna send torpedoes my way? You know you want to. 14-kilometer range. Oh, and you're smoking up. Nope, the 47 just torped me. Alright. I'm gonna wait until this guy also torps me, and then I'm gonna push in. 9.4, come on. Do it. No? Okay. What is that? That's a green level of crew right there. That level of bullshit. Level of inaccuracy. And sure, they're in a DD. Sure, they're in a smokescreen. And they're maneuvering. So yeah, the accuracy is not going to be good. But at least make it look like you're trying. That's better. It's more credible. Hello, torps. Hard starboard. Focus on the lead sharpshoots. Oh, that's actually the lead ship. Like, this is the name giver of the class. 53 just torped. The main ship just torped. Do a turn, hard starboard, and re-inquire as we turn directly into them. Boom. Overpen with 18-inch high explosive. Okay. The ship's looking remarkably good for getting hit by an 18-inch projectile. I mean, if that's all the damage that you took, you can... This might have been the 18-inch hit. Holy shit. Interestingly, it was an overpen, so in one side, out the other, but I'm not seeing an exit wound, so to speak. Okay, so all torps should be launched. Yeah, we can just wrap this up, shall we? You got no further torps. I can now bring the 4-inchers to play. 0% chance to hit. What? Good effort? No, that was not even a good effort. Speed, 30 knots. Full ahead flank. I don't need to dodge torps. I don't need my turning circle reduced. I just need to close the gap. Boom. Misfire. No, I'm not, sorry, not a misfire. Just missed the shot. Not a misfire. Flooding. That's more like it. You may slow your ship down. You may remove your ship from my existence. That's another option. And then the D-47 comes after. Regina's such a good ship. I had my doubts when I built this thing. Like, is this gonna work? Well, against destroyers and heavy cruisers and light cruisers, yes. Against battleships, somewhat less so. And while the semi-armor piercing shells are nice, I might still have to swap them out to make sure that they do enough damage against their battleships, because that's what we're about to face. I mean, we have to. We keep eliminating these light ships one after the next. They're going to be down to 25 ships. And I'm kind of hoping I can push them into a peace treaty, because my economy cannot sustain what I'm trying to pull here. So if I can push them into a peace treaty, I will. Come on. 6.5 clicks. Regina, make it work. Ready? Fire. Looking remarkably unharmed. Look at that smoke plume. That's the Regina. Massive smoke plume in the distance. Relative to these little smoke thingies thrown up by the DDs. Come on, 5.5 kilometers out. Get the kill shot. No! That's not... What are you doing? Oh, I need to get my crew training back on track, because this is terrible. This is just terrible. Oh, now they're gonna make a stand. Sure. It's not like I'm trying to come to a dead stop, I just want to cut my propulsion. Reverse. Slow her down. I don't want to take this much damage from DDs. I want to wreck them. Thank you. Thank you. That's more like it. Current speed. 36 knots. There goes your conning tower. Accuracy is 47% on the 4-inchers. Ooh. Narrowly escaped the wrath of the X-turret. Accuracy is 54%. Give me one hit. That ought to do it. 46. Come on. One. Yes. 5 hits will do. That will do. Regina, once again, the guardian angel of convoys. Exactly what she should be doing. Perfect. Good outcome. Now, that gives them a total of 24 ships. Not 25, 24. So what comes next? This convoy. A light cruiser and 3 destroyers intercepting the Vuklebruk which is one of their light cruisers with a lot of torpedoes. These things are no joke. They are supposed to be considered with maximum danger. Gotta keep an effort, or gotta keep a distance to them before they massacre me with torpedoes, as they tend to do. There's the light cruiser. We're first going to wipe out the destroyer. Oh, sorry, we're going to wipe out the fleet. The convoy. And you, my dear Sparviero, are going to take shots at this. Smoke up. I'm going to start slowing my ships down, because I am very much planning on dodging torpedoes this time around. Smoke. I could just torp the light cruiser, but it's being a little unpredictable at the moment. Whatever, I don't really have anything to lose. I'm not going to use my torpedoes on anything else. Torps away, away. Okay, only there. Nicola Fabrizi still had torps. Shoot this. Of course, now she starts turning. Transports first, people. That's what we're here for. That looks like it's going to be a problem for the light cruiser. So much so that this battle might be over now. Yeah. No, that's done. That was far faster than I'd hoped, because I did not sink all the transports. First world problems. I sunk one transport, crippled another, but the light cruiser's gone. So the entire mission instantly ends. Oh well. Yep, there we go. Now, with some damage to my ships, my monthly balance is now minus 24 million, because I'm repairing some of my ships. Notably, the Regina. What I would love, by the way, as a aside, is that the ships just get a sort of scorecard. How many ships have you sunk? How many ships have you eliminated? Because it must be pretty crazy for the Regina at this point. She's been instrumental in just knocking out one ship after the next. Anyway, I got all my light cruisers coming out in 1 month, which is nice, because that means that I don't have to pay their maintenance bill. But, I don't have to pay their construction bill, which is 4.8 million a month. But I'm going to be paying their maintenance cost, which is about 1/9 of that. That should get my economy back on track. Now, the light cruisers are ready. There is one problem that I foresee. The light cruisers were designed to hunt down convoys and hunt down destroyers. There are no destroyers left. The enemy has 2 destroyers and 3 light cruisers. Against heavy cruisers, my light cruisers just don't do anything. They can't. I don't have the firepower. So I'm just kind of stuck now with a whole fleet of light cruisers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them that are essentially harmless to the enemy. Because 6-inch guns against a heavy cruiser is meh. They don't carry torpedoes. What am I going to do with these things? Just harass as many convoys as possible or something? Power projection for them has dropped to 10k. That's good. Maybe port strikes? I don't know. Oh, great. A destroyer attack. Torp the heavy cruisers and GTFO. That's basically going to be it. Just torp and run. Everybody in one div. Don't avoid, don't torpedo. Enemy north, first line up. Need to get eyes on them. There, 15 clicks out, give or take. Sea conditions, pretty good for them, mostly. Anyway, this is going to be a quick torp attack and get out. Because I have absolutely no impression / delusion that I'll be able to sink these things. Unless they take a massive amount of flooding. But, well, let's be honest, it's not that likely. Slow this ship down. I'm going to condense the formation a bit. Come on. The problem with not having anything bigger than a destroyer here is that I'm having trouble spotting the enemy. 37, 37, 37, 33. Current speed, 33. Okay, good. Come on. Come on. Okay, good. Full ahead flank. Show me the enemy. Oh, the enemy has made itself known. Oh! I was hesitating. Should I go with smoke? Nah, they can't possibly hit me yet. Yes, they fucking well can. There. Oh, only 10 clicks? Okay, torp and run. Torps from Zafiro, from Angelo, from Artiglieri, and from Fullmine. Good. Run. Oh, you're not supposed to be turning. How am I supposed to hit you when I'm trying to get your... Well, when I'm trying to get my torpedoes delivered to you, huh? What's the deal there? This guy, however, is turning the wrong way, right into the torpedo spam. But if he continues on his course, he's going to be ending up over there. And just completely ignoring every single torpedo that I have. The destroyers. I'm just not good at torpedo attacking, and the AI is very good at dodging them. So yeah, that was nice. That was my entire torpedo attack. Essentially wasted? Question mark? Are you really gonna overcommit into the turn and run into this big blob? That'd be funny, but a bit cheesy. Where are you? Yep. Wow. It's levels of stupidity like that you only encounter with the AI. I would never do something like that. Oh, wait. Maybe I have. Nah, generally, I'm pretty good at dodging torpedoes. I'm just not that good at spotting enemy torpedoes. Anyway, we have crippled one of their heavy cruisers. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to cripple them. And make sure that they just take quite a bit of cash to repair. I have done that. I can either wait for another torpedo salvo while the full mine gets covered. Or I can leave. See, picking a fight with a heavy cruiser armed with a lot of 6-inch guns is a bit of a recipe for disaster. But if I can sink another one, that would be nice. Just once again trying to break their spirit, trying to break their fighting spirit. I might get away with it. Although, this destroyer might not get away. You got a different crew, don't you? Yeah, slightly different reload time. I noticed that this guy was slightly farther afield in the torpedo cycle than this one was. Okay. Where? About 11? Yeah, give or take. Okay. What I'm hoping they're doing is chasing down this destroyer. Not for the longevity of this destroyer, but so that these guys can get into a better position. That's the plan. Will that work? I don't know. You're firing the last of your HE shells, but AP against my destroyers can probably work just as well. Yeah. And it's not like they're running short of shells. They got a ton of shells. Klagenfurt. How is the other guy doing? There. About 12.7, 12.8. Your firing range ends at 12.2. Trained level of crew, and it's starting to show. Oh, this poor DD. It's just getting murdered, and there's really not much I can do about it. Smoke. Oh. The other heavy cruiser might have been damaged, but not dead. And she is pitching in. There you are. Yeah, I want to try and torp that guy. That one right there. Gotta be a little careful because they might send torpedoes my way. Not sure. Klagenfurt. Changing direction. Okay, you got 2 damaged engines and a half flooded hull. Oh, no, 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 no. They're holding fire because they don't have enough HE shells. Fan out. Now I want to spread my formation a bit more so that I can cover a wider area with torpedoes. I'm still absolutely dreadful at doing cross torps, but this is somewhat of an easier way to try and get a cross torp going. Come on. Zefiro's almost ready. Angelo's almost ready. It's the Artiglieri. It's taking a little longer. Come on. Damn it. 10 clicks out. They haven't torped me yet. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. They just torped me. Artiglieri, load that torpedo tube. Yes. This is your target. Not the other guy. Okay, everybody focused on that target? Yes? Yes? Good. Drop it like it's hot. There's your spread. There. Where's your spread? Hello? You just dumped your torpedoes in the water, that's good. It's so hard to get a good shot of those. Okay, what are you... Oh, you just launched. Yeah, there they are. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Time to start heading away gently, not too much. Don't want to inform them that the torpedoes are coming their way. I mean, they'll hear about that sooner rather than later. Their turning circle is good enough as is. I don't need to give them further heads up. Klagenfurt should have no real positional advantage on my DDs. Smoke up. I think the Kaiser Karl is trying to follow the Klagenfurt. Look at this wall of skill. Previous campaign it was the AI, now it's me. And by some miracle... What? You detected the torps? How? Look at this turning circle. The level of bullshit. Yeah, of course it's gonna miss. Because this party pooper detected all the torpedoes. Oh. Okay, fine. Fine. Those light cruisers that I have, I might be able to refit them, which is going to cost me. Refit them into a ship that's pumping out as much high-end 6-inch AP as possible. I would need to damage about 2.7 inches plus 110%, so let's say well, about 6 inches of armor would be good, at best range. That would be good. Then I can probably deal a fair amount of damage. Hopefully. Because this is not going to work out. These torpedo attacks generally don't work unless the AI just gets retarded and jumps right into the torpedo. Quite unsurprisingly, this battle was a disaster. Defeat. They took some damage, but not that bad. Full Mind was able to get out, but the Angelo Bassini was not. She died. I'm going to overhaul all the destroyers. I don't like the way that these torpedoes are performing against the enemy. It's just not good enough. Because they just dodge every single one of them. So all the destroyers are going to be recalled and fitted with new torpedoes. They currently have... Something is poorly placed? Like what? This? No, it's not. Don't complain about that. I'm going to give you bigger torpedo tubes and electrics. What can I reliably fit? See, I have two problems. One is that the enemy detects them. And you got this sort of conundrum here. The torpedoes currently have a torpedo speed of 36.7, minus 73% visibility. So the torpedoes themselves are harder to spot. But that's not telling the whole story. Because if you go for a different torpedo propulsion, like the oxygen-fueled torps which I've been using, you get a lot more range, 21.8. You get torpedoes which have less visibility at 40% as opposed to 73%, but they are faster. So let's say a torpedo gets, gets detected over here. That means that the ship has less, well, it detects them from farther afield, but the torpedo closes the distance faster. If you go for the electrics, the torpedoes might get detected here, so closer to the ship, but the torpedoes are slower, and the ship might get more of an opportunity to dodge. That's the problem. That's the conundrum. And I, for one, don't really know how to fix it. I think the smaller torp you get, the better the visibility reduction gets. But, I mean, an 18-inch torpedo is a bit of a joke. It does 262 damage, and keep in mind that the enemy has very good torpedo reduction, and that's my second problem. So first is getting the torpedo on target, and then once the torpedo connects with the target, trying to get enough damage past the torpedo blister, because I think a torpedo blister 5 gives you a damage reduction of 50% or something, meaning that I get far less chance to pen, or far less chance to flood. And if you go all the other way with a torpedo of 24-inch, would that fit? You get less visibility, but far more damage. I mean, we're talking 1,389 as opposed to 262. So one 24-inch torpedo hit is generally enough to cause a lot of damage, but it's not that easy to make them work. How am I going to make this thing fit? Because I got them on maximum size. I would ideally not reduce speed. I could reduce some bulkheads, because they're generally pretty quick to die anyway. Standard ratio of shells. I don't care about the SAP. In fact, I'm not even sure if I care about the AP at all. Because when I'm going up against a destroyer, I just use the torpedoes anyway. Heavy shell size is good. Go with standard. Go with incendiary shells, yes. Because we're again trying to murder convoys. And when it comes to the torpedoes, these reload in forever. 1,500 seconds, give or take. So that's a little less than half an hour. Anything else I can reduce? Rangefinder. That weighs 1 ton. It's not good enough. Armor doesn't weigh enough. Okay, reduce speed. 36 knots. 35.5. There. That's the new design. And hopefully I can refit these without having them out of commission for the next 6 months. Build ship. We're going to refit the original ship. Where are you? Here, 1 month. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Now we're going to refit everything. Insofar as they are available, that is. Because not all of them are in working order. It's going to cost me 2.5 million. That's perfectly fine. Okay, convoy again. No, I'm going to save this one to the next episode. It's another 2 heavy cruisers. And that is 2 out of their 10 heavy cruisers. They're down to 24 ships. I'm at 31. But I'm refitting 12 destroyers. I effectively have 1 battle cruiser, 2 heavies, and 10 lights. That's it. Oh, speaking of those 10 lights, let's have a look what I can do with those. Because that is the Alfa Romeo Giulia 6701 class. Which are essentially useless now. If I would want to refit these and make them useful... I said I needed 6 inches of armor pen at best range. That would be about this. Super heavy shells gives you even more armor pen. 7.5 kilometer range, 10.8. 9.9. It's not great, but it should be able to do the job. The 2-inchers are nice, but not strictly required. And do I sacrifice a turret to go with a torpedo launcher? This weighs 106 tons. That means I could fit one quintuple torpedo launcher. But that would mean I have to overhaul a lot more of this ship, meaning that they're going to be out of the fight for a lot longer. And that is not something I want. Reduce speed slightly. 36 knots. Wow. That saves me a lot of tonnage. Okay, that's great. That means I can up armor the ship. 3 inches forebelt, 3 inches aft belt. More armor on the main belt. We're going to make light cruisers which can take on heavy cruisers. And yes, I am aware of the contradiction there. This is 8 inches of armor. Fore and aft. Superstructure armor, 2 inches. Top armor on the turrets, more. There. We're kind of repurposing these to not do destroyer hunting anymore, but mostly to go for enemy heavy cruisers. And with these shells, I believe that they can do damage. And at shorter ranges, they should be able to take some damage as well. Save. How long is it going to take to refit one? I wonder. Build one of these things. The thing just entered service. Oh well, you're going to see that every time, I think, because once you have a new design, you're going to go, yeah, but that design was useful 18 months ago. Oh, it's going to take me 1 month. Okay. Okay. How many active ships do I need? I don't need all of my light cruisers active. Refit. There. I now have a very small amount of active ships. A battlecruiser, 2 heavies, and 5 lights. Who needs a big fleet anyway? Oh, man. Oh, you're refitting. Everybody else is fitting or fixing. Power projection? I don't know. Probably pretty poor. Yeah, you guys are going to go out there. 1351 versus 11,000. Yeah. I'm still blockaded. Still blockaded. Oh well. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, because this is going to be the end, and I will see you soon for the next episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon.